Kadena, it was impressive. It got my highest target, and it did a failure pattern above it. I did not think it was going to go quite that high. I was thinking the highest I could see it going was about $2.30, like on the most bullish case. But it took that, and it did a failure and it did it so it did it before the daily 89 could get in this pocket. That's why I was thinking it was going to stop in here, because I projected where the daily 89 would be, and it did a failure pattern above the daily 89 before the 89 got into this massive horizontal. That the top of it's at 230. So this was an impressive move. I think the next step is seeing how. Let's see here. This origin line, I think you're going to see a triangle happen here. And the daily 89 is going to keep going like this, and then you're going to have price interact with the daily 89 EMA, which you could throw on your Kadena chart. Let's take this off. My triangle is hit. All right. And this origin line here. And again, you don't have to draw this origin line way back in time, but just, I mean, I'm on the 1 hour chart. So the 1 hour wick up from August 3rd, and wicks down from August 6th. So the 3rd and the 6th, just kind of connect a line there and extend it. And that would be where I think it's okay. But Kadena could resolve itself up and out of this. But I think it's going to chop around in here for a bit. And how it interacts with these lines is going to be key. Does it get above here and use it as support? Well, then, shit, it's probably going to break up. Let me make this different color. Boom. If it can get above the daily 89 and use it as support, then you're going to make another move up. But if you get rejected from it and start using it as resistance, can't get above, maybe even do this, break back down, and then go below, then use this as resistance, well, then you better be short. It's going to break down heavily and quickly. Like, it'll be a big one. It'll be a swift move down. So these are the things that I'm looking for. It's going to be this convergence of the daily 89 with this trend line, or an origin line, which is a little bit, it's a very important trend line. That's really all that's relevant on to me right now. Let's see here. And if you want a cheat code, I mean, shit. Kadena follows its 1 hour 200 EMA. I mean, pretty damn well. This one right here. That's the 1 hour 200 EMA. If above, generally you're good to go up. And technically, it bounced right on this bastard. So as the 1 hour 200 EMA comes up, where's it going to be? At the bottom of the triangle. It's also going to be here. So if you want just guidance on a cool EMA, just the cheat code for most altcoins, generally good, generally bullish, generally bearish type of thought processes. Well, technically, its move is still absolutely intact. It hasn't broken down yet. But this is what I anticipate. So using the 1 hour 200 EMA with the daily 89, and they'll start converging on each other. I anticipate price to chop around, and it could resolve either way. But I'm giving the heads up that the predictor for which way it's going to go, you'll be able to see the small candles, like 5 minute, 1 minute, 3 minute. How does it interact with these two EMAs? And you're going to be able to be on your toes like that for Kadena. Let me zoom out to make sure I'm not missing anything on Kadena here. Its weekly looks just fine. Stokes are good. RSI is just fine. It did not get rejected by its EMA here. This is fine. So the weekly has permission to go up. The 5-day looks just fine. Stokes, I wouldn't be worried about that yet. 5-day looks good for continuation. 2-day looks really bullish for continuation with a big pullback. It likely needs to touch this red line and the white and this white moving average right here. So I can see a pretty big pullback on Kadena. So the 2-day is saying it disagrees with me. This pullback could go deeper. So that what the 2-day is saying, it's saying, hey Tim, what you said on the bearish case could happen, but the move could still be intact. It's saying it could do this, use this as resistance, break down, but then charge back up. So the 2-day is in disagreement with my short time frame structural analysis. So heads up there. If you do get a bigger breakdown and Bitcoin continues to go sideways or better, Kadena could roar right back up because its 2-day and 5-day and weekly would still be intact. But that often is the cutoff when the once the daily and lower time frames, so 4 hour, 1 hour, all that disagree with the 2-day, that's roughly the time when the smaller time frames start overpowering the large time frames, but it still really could go either way. I wanted to bring light to that. The 2-day is disagreeing with my short-term time frame analysis here. And all you can do is be aware of it. So if that were to happen, a deeper pullback, where would it go? Let me throw in some classic EMAs right here. Daily 55 and the daily 21, this cross. So Kadena could pull back all the way down to $1. So right a wick under $2 and still be intact. That'd be a lot of percentage down too. Look, it could go down 20% and the move could still be intact. And the 2-day chart and 5-day chart would still give it permission. So, but on the short-term time frame, if you do have those candles, use this as resistance, it probably will make that big move down. So you might as well, that'd still be. I wouldn't be long in that case because that'd be a big tumble. That'd be a 10% move down, which is very tradable to the downside. Or just if you're trading on spot, I mean, hell, you could get rid of it here and then buy it back 10% cheaper, which is kind of what I'm doing on Dash as well. I fully got out of Dash on this last move, sold my last chunk a large chunk at $58, and I think the rally as total on Dash went up to 58.35 or something like that. So I personally, on my spot trade, I got out on this move up, and I'm looking to buy back lower. So from a personal perspective, I guess I am putting my money where my mouth is. I always like to try to verify that. What else? Yep, these are all the key levels. Daily 55, just about $2. You still have Hope's bullish case, but short-term time frame, it's this triangle with the 1 hour 200 and the daily 89. That's going to dictate your short-term time frame moves, and that's Kadena.